Oh boy, well, it's Tuesday night, or actually Wednesday morning, and I have not done anything to show you guys on Saturday. So I'm gonna get a little bit of stuff prepared that I want to work on tomorrow. So a few things that I want to look at. First of all, that little engine right up there, that's a 1956 Lauson RSH, and it does run. It runs really well. I just haven't run it in probably a year. And judging by the look of the fuel in the little separator bowl there, it needs a good cleaning out and just get it fired up and make sure everything's still working good there. I don't expect any big fight from that. One thing that might fight a little more is this guy here. It's a 1976 Gilson snowblower, and it's got a 3.5 horse Briggs on it, and it's got, it's got homemade wheels and homemade chains, and you just can't get wheels for it, I guess, is what I'm told. So we'll see if I can do something better there, but I've had this thing for a number of years. It's kind of an interesting unit. Not a lot of information out there because we think it's possibly Canada market only. So I will get it running and then kind of take it from there. It's in competition for, at the moment, unless I can find something better, it's that or El Toro Viejo. That bad boy there, which is, I don't even remember, 1968 or something like that, mostly, with the power handle. It's a 2 horsepower Tecumseh, I believe. I think it's a Tecumseh. I don't remember. Anyway, just gonna get that fired up and see whether that one or the Gilson is going to be the snowblower for this year. Or maybe they're just completely unsuitable and I'll have to find something better. That snowflight that I did a while ago, that thing would have been perfect, but who knew? Anyway, that's kind of on deck for tomorrow, so I'm just gonna get everything staged up and get that engine down and dust it off and get everything ready.
I'm going back to the place I ran from. Palm trees, broken roads, desert dust bowl sun, where the bill man will call you almost every week. Which bills to pay today, what's left in the fridge to eat. Where stars frame the night, born out of dreams, just close enough to give hope, but too far to reach. I left there with that hope on fire, the backseat for a bed in search for something brighter.
Okay, well, let's see about this little Lauson. Care for a drink? Ugh. Smells like old model paint. That's what that smells like. Old tester's enamel. It's well past its use-by date. It's not spotless, but it's clean enough for our purposes today. All right. bone dry in there, which is not a bad thing. Fuel. That'll be enough for our purposes, I'm sure. Trying to remember how to do this. Believe that's choke on. And I haven't finished building my sort of run-up stand where I can secure an engine to the bench without, you know, wrecking the bench. So we're just gonna do this way, and I'll just hold on to it so it doesn't fall off, I guess. What a great little engine. Shut off. There you go. Good. Awesome. I started with the easiest one on purpose. It's got any fuel in it. Or did I drain it? It is empty. I was smart. Fuel's on. Choke on. Might have to give her a little shot of powder. That's pretty safe time. Oh, that was no choke. That's choke on. All right. That explains things a little. Choke on. Ha. All right. I'm a little tired today, so part of it is I'm sure that's fuel on. I don't remember which way to turn the shut off. I'm sure that way is on. I don't want to spend a bunch of time here. Or resort to starting fluid. I just don't want to go. Yeah. Lots of fuel in there. Okay. All right. Come on, you thing. Okay. This carb obviously needs a bit of work, even though it's brand new. Let's move on. This thing has got very old gas in it. Ooh. I'll pull the starter off of it, I guess. And take it from there. She uses 3 different screws. Hold it on too? Yeah, and it does. Right into the air cleaner. All right, that's different. That is one of the nicest easy spin decals I've ever seen. Don't mind that color, half of that's other stuff. What's the trick? What's the trick? There we are. Okay. It's a good start. Oh, these old Briggses. Oh, come on. Well, so it goes for the YouTuber trying to make weekly content. This might be just about my last chance to get something down before I need to start editing it up for Catterday. So I think what I really kind of want to do tonight is get the carb off of, there it is, off of that little Gilson snowblower, take it apart, see what we can find, and maybe give it a little bubbly bath in the ultrasonic cleaner. Seven 16ths socket there. And there. Oh dear. The reel here is cracked, and I bet that's allowed the spring to jump out of place. Well, that's going to require some investigation later. As for this guy, looks like this might have to come off, but then so do the top three head bolts, which I'd kind of rather not do. On the back, we've got a, that's also a 7/16. truthfully, that's maybe the easiest way, is to just pull the tank off and then deal with it after. 7/16 there, and the whole thing will just come right off. It's kind of a nice thing about Briggs of this era. Air governed, interesting. Let's pop this off. This is a simpler Briggs carburetor than some others, where sometimes you have a vacuum jet or a pulsa-jet. The pulsa-jet uses a diaphragm inside here. This one, I believe, is a vacuum jet, which I'm not sure if I've done one of these per se. That off of there. We'll learn more in a second here. Need some towels. Okay, so it is a variation of pulsa-jet. And the pickup is pretty nasty there. So that's not helping our cause at all. And if this gasket here is, come on off there, gotten too stiff, and I think it has, for the diaphragm to pump. Like it's kind of permanently indented there, so maybe not going to pump so well. So in essence, I'll bring you over here. What you've got is one pickup going down into the fuel tank, and then it actually, with this pump, pumps fuel into here, and this is almost like a bowl, and that's picked up by the second pickup, and away we go. But it does not seem to be working very well, and it's fairly clean in there actually, so that's good. But yeah, it's just gonna need a little attention. There is one more possibility for this that has crossed my mind. These are both 3.5 horsepower Briggs. They're essentially the same engine. It might almost be worth taking that engine off, putting it on that Allis-Chalmers rototiller with all the AC ancillaries, just basically the block and piston, and then scrap that Gilson. Seeing as I can't get wheels for it anyway. Just might do that. What would you do? Leave me a note down in the comments. And would you rather see the Allis-Chalmers brought back to life and the Gilson snowblower hit the scrapyard, or you know, see if the Gilson will blow snow, and we'll send the Alice Chalmers across the pond the way it is, and let the Dutch figure it out, as it were. In the meantime, let's get this carb apart. I'm sort of feeling like maybe we'll pull out the jet here and we'll toss it in as is and see what happens. Size of that, I think that's a 9/16. No, 1/2 inch. Well, that all looks okay. Those are gonna fall through. Okay, well, that's noisy and annoying, and that's enough for one day, so I'm gonna head in and get some sleep, and tomorrow's a busy day, so hopefully I can get some editing, and next time we chat should be on Catterday. See you there. Till then, keep it in the litter box. Cheers. All right, just one more quick update, I guess. After only 15 minutes in there, this is looking a lot better. I'm gonna give it another bath tomorrow when I can pay attention to it. I don't want to let it soak overnight. I'm gonna order up one of these hopefully from Amazon. And before you make a final decision about which unit to save, I mean, check that out. I made that decal long ago when I saw that this original one was, when it came to me, this was perfect. It said Gilson power drive, and it just started to fade away. So, yeah, I could have done a more thorough job of cleaning it off. I didn't want to, but I made up this Gilson logo and stuck it on. So, I mean, you know, like now, you know, that's going to be one good looking unit, right? Sure.